How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing good. Welcome back. We are back after like how long has it been since last stream? It's been like 3 weeks since the the last stream. Oopsies. Um so yeah, I'm back and I guess to just test the waters, we are doing some art. Yes, a million years later. It definitely has felt like a long time since the last stream. I mean, obviously that's because it was. But yeah, we are back, and yeah. Oh my god, I heard him. Our cybernetic ascendant, Aestrin. Yeah. Oh, actually, okay. You know what? I need to remember to do this, y'all. So I finally figured out a title for myself, cause like you know how like most VTubers are like, oh hey guys, I'm blank. You're something something VTuber or whatever, right? I finally figured out a title for myself. So, actually, hold on, I need to open up Twitter because I actually forgot. I wrote it down on the Twitter bio, but like I written the shortened version. But yes, I am now labeled as a cyberprep EN VTuber. It's a little, um, what do you call it? It's a little, yeah, it's just little. It's just a little detail, but yeah. I finally figured out on the title because I was like, Artificer? No, people are gonna think like D&D, and like it's not really like a D&D type of character. Um, how about not cyberpunk, because the aesthetic I'm going for is not really punk. It's more like formal-ish. Yeah, you triggered my lore almonds. You have activated my almonds. Congratulations. Yeah, so I need to remember, instead of like introducing myself, I'm like, hi guys, I'm Acerin, I'm also a VTuber. I'm like, alright everybody, hello, I am Acerin, a cyber prep EN VTuber. Welcome. It's more standard cyber, yeah. That was my first take too. I had never practiced, so I now gotta remember. So, yeah, that is what we got. Alright, so enough chatting. We've looked at this white screen long enough. So, as announced on my Discord server, we are... Oh. We are designing the summer outfit. So yeah, this is what I got so far. It's the sketch. And I thought of this while we were in Mexico, and I was like, damn, you know what? A summer outfit would kind of go hard right now. So yeah, this is what we got so far. Obviously, I want to make it like, you know, somewhat resembling my current outfit, right? Did you just arrive home? No, thank God. Being in Mexico for 3 weeks, I don't think I could handle that, to be honest. No, I got back home. Hold on. What day? I got back home on like the 20th. Yeah, I got back home on the 20th. I'm at home, by the way. So, yeah, no, I'm not in Mexico, by the way. Disclaimer, I did not just get home. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna explain where I've been for the past week, because I was like, oh yeah, guys, I'm definitely gonna stream when I get back home. Obviously, I didn't, but now here we are. So, long story short, hold on, let me dismiss this ad. Long story short, we came back home, and I had the most abysmal stomach ache for like a whole week. And only up until like today or yesterday, that tummy ache was like gone. Man, I can't believe I'm in Mexico. No! Guys, no, please believe me, I'm at home, not Mexico. Although Mexico is very fun. I didn't like the heat there. That was my only gripe with it. It was so humid, dude. Like, I can't handle it for like a whole week. Like, by the time like it was like last day, I'm like, I'm so ready to go home. I'm so tired of this humidity. Bring me home! Release me! Release me! Yeah, glad you're feeling better. Thank you. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I was really tempted to go into the doctor because of that, but I was like, nah. And actually, it turns out, my best friend, um, his girlfriend is a doctor as well. So while we were in party chat, I was telling him about this thing, and then he was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna like tell my girlfriend about this stuff, all right?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then like he told her, and then he was like, "Yeah, apparently that's just like a normal thing. Just like, have you been like drinking any like electrolytes or probiotics?" And I was like, "Not really. I probably should." So yeah, no, exactly, a free checkup. So it actually honestly saved me a trip to Uptown or whatever. So I didn't have to go to the doctor. So yeah, I actually got a free checkup. Um so yeah, say I don't know. I don't know if it's like if walk-ins I have to pay or anything cuz you know, Canadian healthcare. But yeah, fair point. Saved me the money. But yeah, no, so it just basically I was just told by an actual doctor from Texas. They were like, yeah, just like take a whole bunch of probiotics and drink electrolytes, which I'm pretty sure I had like no electrolytes in my system because like, dude, my stomach really does not like the food in Mexico. Like I'd eat like one meal or something and like my stomach's like, "Hey, I don't like this. You're going to have a bad time for the next 2 hours." And I'm like, "Oh." So, rinse and repeat for like a whole week of just eating like food, and then like my tummy's like, nah, I don't like this. You're gonna have a bad time. Not the Gatorade yogurt diet. No. That's the funny part. Okay, I didn't buy Gatorade because recently, like sometime earlier this week, I did go to the corner store to buy some electrolyte drinks or sports drinks, whatever the fuck you call them. And what do you call? I actually ended up buying Powerade because explain this to me. Why why is Gatorade more expensive when the bottles are much more smaller? You know? So like for me, I'm like, okay, I prefer like, you know, more bang for my buck or whatever. I don't care if it's like some designer brand. If it gets the job done, I like literally don't care. So I ended up buying Powerade. Yeah, no. I like on the first literally the day of when I bought the Powerade, I just chugged them. And I was like, "Oh boy, I sure hope the electrolytes do something." And boy, it did something. So I guess I looked it up, and apparently it's like, oh yeah, if you take too much electrolytes or whatever, you're gonna have like an even worse stomach ache, cause like constipation or something. So I was like, oh, damn. So I got like one hell of a like stomach ache at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I was lying down, and then all of a sudden I just feel like I got stabbed in the stomach, and I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck? What's happening to me? So I had like a heart attack in like the middle of the night, and then I fell asleep. Yeah. Yeah, next time dilute it with water. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Or better yet, just don't chug it on like the first day. All right, anyway, I guess what we're working on. So this is the sketch layer. There's gonna be two variants. There's just gonna be like the rash guard and like the shorts, but then there's gonna be like the polo shirt over it. Silly goose. Get the IV. Yeah, I'm gonna need the IV after experiencing hell like that for like a whole ass week. But hey, you know, the trip was fun. I had fun. But yeah, I went to Mexico, as I kept saying. We went to Mazatlan. It was the, I think one special thing about it is that, like, it's got, like, this really old church. And we had, like, one day where we went into town. And, you know, one day we just went into town, and we saw that special church. So it was pretty cool. But yeah, you know what? Okay, let's start from the beginning. Fuck, I actually don't know where to, like, should I just start on, like, the line art or the coloring? I honestly haven't drawn in so long, and I kind of forgot my own process. But yeah, we left, I think Friday night. So like our flight was at like 11 at night. And here's the thing, right? I can't really sleep on a plane. So I was like hella tired when we were on the plane because it was like 12 in the morning or like 12 midnight when the plane took off, right? So the whole time I was just like dozing off, but then like waking back up like almost instantly because like I'm a really light sleeper. So I didn't get any sleep until we like landed in Mexico City, and like, you know, my whole family, they were fine. They're like, oh yeah, like yeah, I managed to sleep, and then I'm just out here like dead, like just like a zombie. And then like by the time we get past like through security or whatever, and we have to wait for our next flight, dude, like I slept, I slept, and it was the most uncomfortable sleep I've ever had because like, dude, I like they gotta make the airport like benches more comfortable, man, because like you have such a hard time falling asleep on them. What plane did you fly with? What brand was it? I think it was called like Aero Mexico. How was the plane food? Oh god. Oh no. Okay, so our flight from Canada to Mexico City, it was like a 5-6 hour ish flight. We had oh wait, no, we didn't really eat anything, huh? Oh, honestly, I can't remember if we ate on like the first flight or the second flight. Ooh, BRB. All right. I know you asked the question, so I'm just gonna wait until you come back. But yeah, we had two flights, like one that went to Mexico City, and then we had to like take a another flight to that was like a literally like an hour flight to Mazatlan. And I can't remember if I ate or if we had the plane food on the first flight or the second flight. I really can't remember because I was, I guess, that tired. Fuck, I don't know what to do now. I forgot how to draw. Damn it. All right. Anyway, but yeah. Oh god, okay, well, see, the thing is, I don't really mind plane food, but it was just like this one for like the first flight, like going to Mazatlan that like I kind of didn't like because what do you call it? It was a really depressing meal too. You know, I'm just gonna say it. It was literally like bread with cheese in it, and like I think ham, but like only like a little bit of ham. That was it, and there was like a salad to the side. And like the thing is, right? I try not to eat melted cheese on like when we're like out on like trips or whatever, because like I guess I'm lactose intolerant out of like or like the most lactose intolerant out of everybody in my family, right? So I was like, oh shit, fuck. But thankfully, Mixie, she had had the same meal as well, but it had less cheese, and the cheese for some reason was at the bottom of the tray rather than like in the bread. Okay, we ball what I missed. I just started talking about the food. So the food, it was a cheese sandwich with, I think, ham. But yeah, no, like I can't really eat melted cheese when I'm out because like I really don't want to like go to the public bathrooms. I really hate public bathrooms. So, yeah, no, I switched with Mixie because hers had less cheese, and like okay, we were fine. But again, I'm not sure if that was on the first flight or the second flight. I know for damn sure, like, dude, I swear, planes used to have, like, really good, like, air conditioning. Like, this plane, I don't know, man. Like, I think it's just a me problem, but, like, God, the fucking air conditioning was, like, so ass. So, like, the whole time, from, like, the whole 6-hour flight, on top of, like, being extremely tired, I was, like, extremely sweaty. Because, like, dude, it was, like, hot. Like, damn. It's on the newer ones, but even then, it'll be dry. Yeah, like, good God, man, like, I would be, like, sweating the whole time. Like, thankfully, I brought, like, one of those, like, electric hand fans or whatever, and, like, the thing is, right, I didn't charge them before the trip, so, like, I had to plug it in into, like, the chair TV. So while it was charging, I had it on, and it would still, like, not do that much for me. So, like, when we landed in Mexico City, I'm pretty sure I was, like, drenched in sweat. So, yeah. I learned that the hard way on China Airlines, was dehydrated as fuck on that. Oh, yeah, dude, that's the thing. I hate it when, like, you can't bring liquid with you, and there's no water fountain before you get on the plane, so you're just getting on the plane dehydrated as hell. So, like, dude, I was like, I need water. I need water. I mean, like, obviously, like, on the first flight, there was a water fountain, but, like, it didn't have, like, the thing where, like, you could put, like, your water bottle underneath it, and, like, it would, like, fill it up from, like, the top. No, like, it was only, like, the mouthpiece type of, like, what do you call it? Water fountain. So, like, I had to, like, hold, like, my water bottle, like, up to the mouthpiece, and, like, I wouldn't get that much water anyway. By the way, nice SpongeBob voice, thank you. I'm working on impressions of just any sort. Because that was something I used to do a lot in, like, middle school. And I was like, huh, that'd be really funny if I bring it back for streams. But yeah, dude, I was, like, dehydrated as hell. So, like, when, like, the, what do you call it? The airline people, like, when they come around with the drinks, I'm like, yes, I need water, please. But, like, they give it to you in, like, such small cups, and I'm like, no, I need more water, wait, please, come back. But then I don't want to get up, because, like, I was sitting in the, middle seat, because usually I'd let, Mixie sit in the window. Well, okay, we have, like, this system to where, like, we take turns, like, with the window seat or whatever, and, like, what do you call it? I guess, like, depending, like, if it's, like, a guy or a girl, like, sitting next to us, like, we would switch. Like, if it's, like, a guy, like, in the, aisle seat, I would sit there, but if it's, like, a girl, like, Mixie would sit there. But, you know, I had to sit in the middle seat, so I didn't want to disturb the dude who was next to us, because he was out like a light. So I was like, oh shit, I don't want to wake him up to just get more water, only to get up, like, a few minutes later to, like, needing to take a piss or something. So I ended up just, like, having to sit there for, like, the next, like, I don't know, few hours, just dehydrated, sweaty as hell. It was fine, though, because I watched the John Wick movie. I was like, you know what, let's see what's on the movies today. And lo and behold, they had John Wick 1 to 3. They didn't have the fourth one, sadly. Well, I watched the first John Wick movie, but then I got, like, hella tired because it was, like, 2 o'clock in the morning. So then I, like, tried to sleep. But, nah, I just had my eyes closed the whole time. And then I ended up just, like, listening to music the whole time. And then, yeah, we got to Mexico City, finally. And then, yeah, the second flight, it was like an hour. It was like an hour-long flight. It wasn't as bad, because it was, like, I think, like, early morning or something. And, like, I think that's when we got our food, I think. Like, the cheese sandwiches, I think that's when we got them. So yeah, we landed in Mazatlan. We got picked up by, the, resort bus or whatever, and they drove us all the way to the resort, which was, like, a relatively, like, short drive. And, yeah, we got to the resort. We stayed at, like, one of those, bougie ones or whatever. I guess, like, the ones that are, like, I guess meant for tourists or something. And, you know, I'm still there, like, sweating my ass off, right? We get there, and, like, one of the, workers, they gave us, like, they had, like, one of those tray towels, where, like, it was, like, towels, but they were, like, rolled up in cold water. And, like, dude, it felt so nice. Like, getting that towel on my head, it was, like, just, like, cold water. I was like, oh, sweet heaven. I needed this. Because on top of, like, being, like, sleep deprived or whatever, it's hot as hell. So, like, you know, I'm having all sorts of, like, my body's just like, I need sleep, I need water. And finally we did. Alright, I think that's enough sketching or whatever. Okay, I'm trying to remember if I do line art first or do coloring first, but you know what, fuck it. I guess we're doing coloring first. Well, let's try something new. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the design. So, if you guys didn't really know, obviously you can only tell by like the neck of the design, but for this outfit on the right, I wear a undersuit underneath my clothing, and I was like, oh hey, why don't I just put that as like a rash guard for this, because it looks relatively the same thing, but let's keep some like I guess motifs, if it's the right word, on the what do you call it, the rash guard. So like you can see right here, like the shoulder pieces have like that green trapezoid, but it's like here but on the rash guard instead. So yeah, we're just gonna I guess color it in with the gray. Okay, wait, I gotta, which layer was this? Okay, this one was the visor. But yeah, first day. Oh shit. Okay, this was like kind of like the part that I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks. But what do you call it? Since when they were like a relatively new resort, apparently like they were like understaffed or whatever. So like apparently we checked in like hella early. So they like told us, because we got there at like before lunch. They were like, oh, like sorry guys, like you got here like literally like hella early. Like you're really early for check-in. And so they were like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to like wait until we get your room ready. And I was like, but no, I need to sleep. So yeah, no, we had to wait for like a good hour or something, or not an hour. Like we had to wait like a whole 5 hours. I couldn't really sleep like anywhere, and I was just like, I just want to sleep. But yeah, no, eventually we get into our rooms. Fuck, I'm actually forgetting like a lot what happened while trying to draw. But yeah, like it was a resort. There was a lot of different restaurants. So the cool thing is that like, oh shit, there was some choices. There was like there was a fancy Italian, there was a Mediterranean, there was a seafood and grill one, and then there was like a buffet restaurant that was called like the World Cafe. And I'm guessing their whole shtick was like, oh yeah, like international food or something. It wasn't really like international food in my book. Fuck, do I color it first? Okay, you know what? Fuck it, we're just gonna do line art, or like at least just polish it up. I'm just gonna like draw over the sketch. This is the sketch layer. Line art. But yeah, we ate at the World Cafe. Like it was called the World Cafe, but again, it was like a buffet restaurant. So yeah. So yeah, we ate lunch. I honestly can't remember what I ate, but I ate a lot because I was pretty hungry. But what do you call it? Oh, what do you call it? My dad was like, oh, hey, we should, like, drink a margarita. Because, like, see, the thing is, right, we didn't really have to pay anything. Like, everything was already paid for. So, yeah, like, we could just, like, order drinks and not have to pay for it, basically. Like, same thing goes for food. So, my dad, he orders us, like, mango margaritas, right? And I'm like, oh, fun, alright. Margaritas. I do like me some margaritas. So then I ended up chugging it because like I was still thirsty. Because like I guess the water just wasn't cutting it for me. And like I guess a few minutes later I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And like I'm there like sitting on the toilet. And then like this is when I figured out like I'm a super lightweight. I like sit down on the toilet. And then next thing you know, I started feeling like I'm like in a boat. Like, you know that feeling when you're in a boat and you start like swaying like side to side? Literally, that's what it felt like. Like, I started like swaying back and forth. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh, that's probably the margarita. So yeah, I ended up being a little bit tipsy after eating. Which I guess in some way helped me sleep when we went back to the lounge. Oh yeah, I guess we also bought like I guess the quote unquote like VIP like package or whatever, because like we had access to some things like a VIP lounge that had air conditioning or whatever. So that was pretty neat. Yeah. There was that. We ended up like staying there for like the next like 3 hours, I think, and then we finally got our rooms. Then like I just passed the fuck out on the bed, I'm pretty sure. Like I just slept like a rock. And then fuck, where did we eat on the first night? I think on the first night. Oh, yeah, there was like the one I think called the Plaza or something. I could be wrong, but it was basically like a Mexican restaurant too. I guess I didn't get enough sleep because I guess I was in a way still tired and I didn't read things right. Because here's the funny thing, right? We were looking at the menu, and one of the menu items, the food that I ordered, it was called the mixed fajitas, right? I read that so wrong. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna order the mixed fajitas," and like, my dad was like, "What do you mean, like fixed fajitas? You mean mixed fajitas?" I'm like, does it not say like fixed fajitas? And he's like, "No, it's mixed fajitas." So I guess I was still tired and like just reading things wrong. I got bit by a couple of mosquitoes in that restaurant because it was like an kind of an open restaurant. So yeah, that happened. And then, yeah, then I slept. That was the end of day one. And I really can't remember anything else, to be honest, off the top of my head while trying to draw. Which is funny, because usually while I'm doing things, I just, like, remember things perfectly or whatever. But I guess not when it comes to drawing. But yeah, it was pretty neat. Each day I did try, like, a different margarita or drink or whatever. I took some people's suggestions. I know some people, like, Bugs, and Mian, they, suggested, like, a strawberry daiquiri. You know what? The strawberry daiquiri was actually really good. I like daiquiris now. Probably better than margaritas. So yeah, that happened. Yeah, but, like, I tried a lime margarita. I didn't really like it because they put way too much salt on the side. So, like, if I just take a sip out of it, it just tastes, like, super sour and super salty at the same time. So I'm like, that's not good. Like, okay, I still liked it, but it was like, okay, I probably shouldn't, like, order this again, to be honest. Yeah, and then I tried, shit, what else did I try? I tried strawberry daiquiri, a mango daiquiri. I think the mango daiquiri is actually my favorite one out of that one. Yeah, and then I tried lime daiquiri. Yeah, no, I think I honestly prefer daiquiris because I prefer rum than tequila. I like rum. So yeah, that was the trip. And I think on the final 2 days, that's when it really started going downhill for me, like stomach issue wise, because like, okay, for some reason, right? BRB, gotta grab some dinner. Oh, all right, go grab your dinner. Share with the class. But yeah, one place that we ate at, they would serve sashimi, and the thing was, right, for some reason, to me at least, it just tasted like that. Like, I only picked up, like, the fish tasted like off, you know, like when like fish, raw fish specifically, has just like that taste where it's like it's not fresh or whatever. And like, I guess only like I guess I ate the bad ones or whatever, because I was like, oh, doesn't this like fish taste off to you guys? And like my whole family was like, no, it tastes fine to me. I was like, oh well, shit, I guess I ate a bad one then. So the final 2 days, that's when like my stomach issues like really started like going off. So yeah, that was not fun. And I guess because of that, I just didn't have any electrolytes or whatever. I guess that's where it all started going wrong. And yeah, no, it was just it was an interesting time. But yeah, we got home like Saturday on the 20th, I think. And we got there at like 11 o'clock, right? And like, oh, you know what was the cool part too? We saw the moon as we were like landing or whatever, like back at home. Dude, like the moon was like huge. It was bright. It was like I'm pretty sure it was like a full moon. Um, yeah, that shit was bright. But yeah, that's about it. Shit, I think I messed up on the... But yeah, that happened. That was the Mexico trip. I enjoyed it. Definitely some things would have been better. Or like some things could have gone a lot better. But yeah, it was fun. It was pretty good. Oh, I'm just putting it on. I forgot I have drawing gloves, so I should probably put that on. Bugs, hello, welcome. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We are drawing. I just finished with the Mexico story time. Oh yeah, and then yeah, I guess the second part was when we got home. Yeah, no, like we got there at like 11, and like my family wanted to eat at a pho restaurant, right? But the thing was, I was like, can we please just go home? Like my stomach aches are killing me. And they're like, no, we're hungry. And I'm like, okay. So I just thugged it out. We ate at a pho restaurant. I got used to like speaking like some Spanish or whatever. So when we walked into the pho restaurant, because like they asked me to, like my dad asked me to get a table, like since I was going on ahead, I almost said like, oh, like hola, like, can I get a table for 5? But, like, I was about to say it in Spanish. I was like, oh, fuck, wait. No, I could just say it in English. I forgot. I'm not in Mexico anymore. Because, like, I actually, like, did, like, some, not a lot, but, like, just a little of, like, practicing. So, yeah, that happened. And we ate. Then we got home, and it was, like, 1 in the morning. And then, like, I took a really nice cold shower, and then I, like, passed the fuck out. Because, again, I couldn't really sleep on the plane. So, again, slept like a rock. Oh, wait, actually, maybe I should separate this. Okay, label this. It's the rash guard. But, yes, welcome in, Bugs. We're doing the summer outfit. This is what we got so far. Rash guard. Okay. Shorts. Now, the only reason I wanted to draw a summer outfit was because while we were there in Mexico, I was like, oh shit, it would have been really cool if I made like a summer outfit. And here I am doing it, because like the whole time I was like thinking like, I could definitely do that when I get home. Because like here's the funny part, right? I brought my laptop with me that has like a sprite and like a drawing program, right? I was like telling myself, oh yeah, like when I have free time or like time to myself, I'm gonna do some drawing. I'm gonna do some art fight. I never did, which was pretty funny. So I was like, the whole time I was like, oh, I need to lock in, I need to lock in, I need to lock in. But I never did. Which is like fine, you know, like get a break from all that. And like just, I guess, somewhat relax in the hot ass weather. This shit was boiling. Because, yeah, one thing about me, guys, I really can't handle heat that well. This, despite being Filipino, I really can't. But yeah. So then I was thinking, like, different, like, I guess concepts for the summer outfit. I was thinking of just, like, full-on rash guard. Like, there was, like, rash guard shirt and then rash guard, like, pants or whatever. But I was like, nah. I want to just do, like, something that I would wear personally. And, you know, usually I would wear, like, a rash guard and then just, like, swimming trunks. That's about it. And, of course, you know, I gotta have them, like, Acer'n colored. You already know. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Now the funny part, I was like thinking, what can I do for like the head accessory, right? Because I was thinking, okay, well, it would kind of like ruin the vibe of the fit if I just had like the same visor, right? If I had the same visor, it would just ruin the entire fit. So I was like, how funny would it be if I just like right here, if I just added in a sun visor instead? Because it basically looks the same thing. Like, hold on. Like, it basically looks the same. You see what I mean? But instead of, like, triangle, it's, like, more circular, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah. That's the idea that I had. Originally, it was going to be, like, okay, sunglasses, but I was like, nah, no sunglasses. What about snorkel gear? And I was like, I've never really gone snorkeling before, so I was like, nah, no snorkeling gear. And then I landed on sun visor. So yeah. And obviously, like, I wanted to, like, also, like, have something a little bit extra, like, have, like, a polo shirt over it. But, like, not, like, really, like, a Hawaiian design. I was thinking of, like, doing, like, a, so, like, a polo long coat, but I was like, nah, that's gonna look a bit off, or, like, gonna look a bit odd. So I just went with, like, a normal polo, but I'm probably gonna have it, like, have the same color scheme as a, what do you call it? As the long coat that I have. So yeah, that is what we are doing. And the funny part, right? What day is it? Yeah, it's the 31st. Literally, I started drawing this, like, last night at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was playing, like, I was playing Cosmoteer. Great game, by the way. I highly recommend it. What do you call it? And then I just got the sudden, like, or not sudden idea. I suddenly remembered. I was like, oh shit, I said I was gonna draw a summer outfit when I get home. So then I went on like this like whole ass drawing spree, kind of, or like at least a sketch of the summer outfit. And then here we are. I was like, oh shit. Well, I mean, I'm feeling a lot better from my stomach aches now, so why don't I stream it? You know? So yeah, that's what we're here for. That's what we're doing. I'm gonna need to drink some water. All right. But yeah. Oh yeah, okay, just a little bit of a random thing too. It's still about the Mexico trip. When we were on our way back, right? The first flight, we only had like an hour, so I didn't really watch anything, and I just mainly listened to music. I'll get on that in a little bit. But on the second flight, the 6-hour flight, I ended up like watching like 2 movies. It was like, because on the first flight from like home to Mexico City, I watched the first John Wick movie, and I wasn't really able to start the next one because I was too like tired to draw it. So, or not draw it. I was too tired to watch it. So I was like, okay, well, we're on our way home. I might as well watch a movie while I'm still awake. And I ended up watching the second John Wick movie. I was like, okay, that's enough. That's enough John Wick for now. I don't want to watch the third one because it was a little bit longer or whatever than like the remaining flight. So I ended up watching Pacific Rim afterwards. Oh, loud he drawn Josh. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in, Josh. How you doing, Josh?
Greetings!
Greetings! How you doing? We are we are drawing my summer fit for my VTuber. It's probably gonna like just be a drawing. That's about it. Doing epic swag. Let's go. That's very epic swag. Very epic swag indeed. But yeah, I just yeah, I watched Pacific Rim. Oh, you know what's an interesting thing? They censor the movies, or like they alter the movies a little bit in the planes, because they censor the curse words, but they would like replace it with either like I guess a family friendly word, or like just like cut it out completely. Because I remember like that one part in Pacific Rim where like that one Australian guy's like, "Oh, get him, Gypsy, kick his ass," but like he didn't say like ass or whatever, so it was like kick his, and then it just cut out. I was like, am I tripping? Like, did he not say it? I swear he said that. So yeah, no, it just turns out they censored the movie. You should post your character on Art Fight. I'll do that next year. What did he call him? What do you call it? Or it was the name of one of the mechs. I think it was like Gypsy Danger or something. But yeah, that was the name of one of the mechs in Pacific Rim. But yeah, like, I just found it like kind of funny that like they censor the curse words, but like you watch a movie like John Wick where there's like violence and shit ever, and they don't censor that. So I'm like, oh. Alright, I mean... Shit, alright. They didn't censor Gypsy? Yeah, no, they didn't. They didn't. Which is, like, a bit weird. But I guess that's just the censoring, I guess. Yeah, exactly, like, bruh. But, yeah. You know what? Okay. I remember we did have airplane food on the way back, like on that last 6-hour flight. It wasn't that bad. Like, I remember it because like I didn't really get to eat that much rice while we were in Mexico. Just know that for context, right? So one of the food, it was like chicken and rice, and like when like I heard that, because it was either like pasta or like chicken with rice, I was like, give me the fucking chicken and rice, please. I am craving rice. Okay, obviously I didn't say that, but like, dude, when I ate the rice, I was like, oh my god, I miss this so badly. Oh my god, rice! So yeah. I was so happy eating rice again. Because like, for some reason, I guess the places that we were at didn't really serve that much, like, rice. And like, usually I would love to eat rice with my meals. ¿Hablas español? No. I don't... No hablo español. Bro, momento. No! Shush! Don't bro me. Don't do me like that. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I knew some phrases, like, oh, like... Oh, here was the funny thing, right? Like, it was the problem with, like, me and my sister, but, like, we were on the verge of, like, just struggling on, like, picking a language. Because, like, I shit you not, there was, like, some cases where me or, like, my sister would almost say, like, a completely different language or something. And we're like, oh, shit, wait, no, it's Spanish. Oopsies. I guess that's multilingual problems, am I right? Multilinguals, where are you at? Speaking Korean in Mexico, no! No, but like, there would be times where I almost like start speaking in Tagalog or whatever. I was like, oh wait, no, shit, no, I gotta speak Spanish. Not Tagalog. So that happened. It was kind of funny. But yeah, that happened. You know what? I've actually like I keep forgetting that like I don't really go out that much like currently. So I kind of forget iPad kids are a thing. Thank you for the hydrate. I really did need that. I forgot iPad kids were a thing, right? Dude, there was so many iPad kids at the resort that we were staying at, right? Because like one restaurant that we ate at, right? It was the Italian one. Me and my siblings, we were all eating together at one table while my parents ate at like a different one because like they went there like earlier than we did because we kind of took a while of getting ready. Um, use the iPad, yeah. But yeah, no, like while we were waiting for our food, there was like a table like over, and like they had like this one kid. They had like I don't know whatever fucking brain rot video just blasting. And like it started playing Minecraft sound effects, and I was like looking at my siblings like trying not to laugh because for some reason at that moment I found that shit funny because I was like, oh my god, out of all the things I hear, I did not expect to hear Minecraft, I guess. El Skibidi toilet, no. Oh god. Okay, to be honest, I don't even know like a Skibidi toilet if you were to like show me one, which I think is a blessing. Thank god I don't really know like how the videos go. But like, dude, you know what's like, I don't mind iPad kids that much, but the thing that bothers me, right, is that like what happened to kids not wearing headphones, right? Like why? Why do they not wear headphones? I would be completely fine with them being on like, you know, watching their Skibidi Riz Toilet Ohio on their iPad in the restaurant as long as they're wearing headphones. But no, like every single kid did not have the headphones. Like they just had it out and blasting for like everyone in the restaurant to hear. Like damn. It's the definition of brain rot. Okay, I know that, but it's like, thankfully I never really watched one, so I've spared my brain cells from that. Literally the opposite of the teenage 2000s headphone angst era. Yeah, we need guys. We need to return to our roots. We need the headphone angst. Yeah. Ah, man. Aside from that, it was pretty good. I guess I just somehow tuned it out while we were eating. So yeah. I'm trying to think what else. What else did we do there? I didn't. Okay. I like swimming, but I didn't really want to go swimming while we were there, right? Because, like, okay, here was, like, my main problem with, like, the swimming pool there. Thank you for the posture check. I was in a bit of a weird position. Okay, thank you for that. I gotta remember to actually draw on a correct posture so I don't fuck up my back later. Gonna bounce for a bit later. Alright, see ya. Later, Josh. Have fun bouncing. But yeah, no, like the pools, like they were alright. Like they were pretty neat to swim in. Now it's just like the main issue, right, is that like since when they were like directly under the sun, like in the afternoon where it would be like the hottest, like dude, the water was so goddamn warm. So I was like, no, not the warm water. Because I had this one time, me and my family, we went swimming in a public pool, right? But the thing was, it was really warm. So like since when the pool was warm, I actually started getting a nosebleed while we were swimming. So I ended up like having to like leave the pool like a lot earlier than like my family because of that nosebleed. So I was like worried like that I'm gonna start swimming. Like, I'm gonna start swimming in said pool, and I'm just gonna get a nosebleed. And like, I really didn't want to. I didn't really want to deal with a nosebleed. Thankfully, I only had to deal with like 1 or 2 nosebleeds while we were there, which is like, damn, lucky me, I guess, because usually I would be having like nosebleed for days. So yeah, that happened. Oh, but the thing was, right, there's like a lot of bugs. There's a lot of bugs there, right? Like there was like a lot of roaches. So like you'd be swimming, and then like you'd like get out of the water, and you'd see like a roach right next to you. So it was like, oh thank you, I'm good. And it was like a dead roach or something. And sometimes they were alive, so ooh. Plus there was a lot of people in the pool. I don't really like swimming in pools where it's like really crowded. But it was nice. I liked it. What else happened? Oh yeah, what do you call it? I ate a lot of steaks while we were there. I'm not gonna lie, I got sick of steaks like after the trip because of the amount of steaks that I ate. So when we got home, I actually just mainly ate a lot of rice and vegetables with like only a little bit of meat, which was pretty funny. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. What else? What else happened? Oh yeah. What do you call it? It was like a resort. They also had like a fuck, I actually don't know what you call it, but I think it's called like a golfing range or whatever, but yeah, no, they had golf there, right? I did some golfing, or like at least got like somewhat a lesson in how to golf. I didn't like go full on golfing. It was just like a small activity that like me and my dad did. But what you had to do before that is that there was like this activity where you would get a bicycle tour around the resort. And now the thing is, right, one thing to know about me, y'all, I haven't like really like rode a bike in like years, and I don't really ride a bike that frequently. So what do you call it? Since I'm a little bit out of shape or whatever, I was really not used to like riding a bicycle. So I was like, and like mixed in with like the heat or whatever, I'm pretty sure I had like a heat stroke at some point while doing the bicycle tour. I'm pretty sure like I was on the verge of like passing out at some point. So yeah, no, I guess that just reminds me I should probably get back to the gym because I really am out of shape. But yeah, the bicycle tour, it was pretty fun. I guess like, yeah, I guess I still know how to ride a bike. I'm not that good at it, but I can. It's just I have a really bad, I guess like, I'm really bad at balancing. So yeah, I should probably work on that maybe. I am not putting details on the feet that much, by the way. I'm just gonna leave that as is. Like a blank slate. Yeah. Bicycle tour is fun. It kind of like, so how it would go is that you would just go throughout like the entire resort, and then you would end up at one of the, I guess golf checkpoints or whatever. And yeah, we were then given like a lesson like how to golf. It's pretty interesting. I know my dad's gone golfing before. So yeah. So yeah. Golf. It's pretty interesting. Trying to think. Oh yeah, we did have one. We did have one a day where we went into the town itself, like Mazatlan. Like I said earlier, it was pretty fun. It was really hot though. Yeah, it was fun nonetheless. We walked through the old town, and then we ended up like just taking one of those like tour trucks into like the I guess new town. I gotta stretch my fingers a little bit. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, I'm just replying to a message really quick. But yeah, that, we actually, now that I think about it, we just did a lot of walking in Mazatlan. That's about it. I know my brother and mom, they got like really hot or whatever, and they were like, okay, we're ready to go back to the resort. But yeah, it was pretty nice. Did we go anywhere else? I don't think so, actually, now that I think about it. We just walked around. Didn't really... Oh, well, no, we did eat at one restaurant, and I'm pretty sure it was, like, I think it was, like, a specialized restaurant for, like, shrimp or whatever. I think. Because, like, that was the one restaurant my dad was like, oh, yeah, we gotta eat there. Because, like, they had, like, this, they had this shrimp statue up front, and, like, majority of their dishes had shrimp in them. This is pretty interesting. I liked it. Oop. Oh yeah, I guess that reminds me, like, in one of the restaurants on the resort, I actually tried cactus for the first time, like cooked cactus. So that was pretty interesting. I like the cactus. It kind of tastes like bell peppers. I like bell peppers. This ear looks off. Oh, it's too pointed. There we go. Oh wait, no, that it looks even more off. Yeah. I've been home for like a good week now. Oh, actually, you know what, fortunately, it's been really cold for the past few days, so that's pretty nice. It's been like a good, like, pretty sure some days it was like 15 degrees, so I think in in freedom calculations, that would be like, I believe like 70-ish degrees, around that, give or take. So yeah, it was like a good 70-ish degrees. It was not that hot. There's that wildfire going on in the province over, though. That kind of sucks. So I'm kind of like waiting for the day the smog comes over, and now it's just gonna look like Blade Runner outside. then I already told you all about. I was talking about to my friend. We talked about like my whole stomach ache issue, cause damn, that was a really bad time back or for the past couple of days. So yeah, I like to think my stomach is somewhat back to normal. It is no longer feeling like I'm being stabbed. Because I drank some Powerade and some probiotics. Oh! Oh yeah, okay, so like I said during my trip, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do some art fighting while we were there, and like I never got a chance to. Um, Thankfully, my art block like kind of just pieced out recently, so that's why I'm drawing a whole bunch right now. And I actually ended up like being able to attack everyone that I wanted to for this year because I'm relatively new to art fight, right? So, what do you call it? Yeah, I ended up being able to do some art fighting. I managed to attack 8 people. It actually turns out, like today was supposed to be the last day, right? At like 10 o'clock in the morning in my time. But apparently because of like the whole like issue at the start of it, because like people couldn't access the website for like the first couple of days, they actually extended it to the 3rd, which is like up until like this Saturday. So that's pretty neat. Although I don't want to burn myself out from just art fight alone. So yeah, I just finished my last one last night, and I'm pretty happy with how most of them turned out. I'm probably gonna redo some of them and like probably like just message the friends like, hey, because like I know like majority of the people that I attacked I'm already like close with or whatever, because like I mainly like prioritize the friends who were like following already, even though it was like okay, friendly fire or whatever, right? But it's like, hey, you know, like it's my first art fight. I would attack some friends first, because like, you know, it's kind of like, okay, I'm kind of scared of attacking strangers or whatever, because like what if they're like, oh, this shit's ass, don't draw for me again, and it's like, oh, okay. But yeah, I ended up attacking mutuals and friends. So yeah, I'm probably gonna redo like 1 or 2, and like send it to them. It's like, hey, like here's a better version, because I didn't like how the first one, although it was still pretty good. I'd think it would definitely be a lot better if I redid it. So yeah, art fight. Oh shit, I actually still have the program open. I actually wanted to try some experimenting with art fight. I actually went and like messaged one of the moderators on the Discord server. I was like, oh hey, like I'm new to the art fight. Do you guys allow pixel art? Because I don't really see anybody doing pixel art. So I just wanted to make sure if that's allowed in the first place. And they're like, oh yeah, like pixel art's allowed. So I was like, oh okay, sweet. I'm gonna do pixel art then, because I've had a sprite for quite a while now, and I never really used it. I only used it for like my sub badges. Like here, hold on, I'm gonna type in chat and you're gonna see. Test. You can see right there that badge that I have. That's that was done in A Sprite, but that was done like a year ago, I believe. Like last summer, I'm pretty sure. Hell, maybe even wait. I think a year ago? I actually don't know. It's been that long. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a year ago. So yeah, that's the only thing I drew in A Sprite. It was pretty interesting. My sub badges, although I do want to redo my channel points, because I did that in what do you call it? This program, Clip Studio, but I want to do it as pixel art as well. So yeah. Oh yeah, and then I guess the one other thing I did too was make an Among Us. Because I guess that's just like a small tradition that I have. Every time I'm like, what do you call it? I have like a new like drawing thing or whatever, I always have to draw an Among Us. So on my server, you now know where that Among Us emoji came from. I drew that Among Us. Because I was like, haha, funny. Hee ha. Among Us. Even though that's like a 3-ish year old meme now.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello, Liette. What's good? What's poppin'? Welcome in. We are drawing. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. We're doing the line art. Oh, I gotta stretch my fingers. Thank you for the posture check. So yeah, that's what I got going so far. I was honestly thinking of doing some more pixel art in today's stream, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna take a break today, just in case I end up burning myself out, because what do you call it? I was commissioned by a friend because last night she was like, oh, I definitely need to like work on some like sub badges and channel points, and I since when like I'm on for it, I was like, hey, like I'll be in touch with you about that later. So yeah, she ended up commissioning me for some sub badges and channel points. So originally I was gonna work on that for this stream, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna take a break from pixel art for a bit and just focus on this one. Your pixel art has been swag. Thank you. Love the art fight attacks. Yeah, I'm really glad everyone likes them. Although I was like worried because I was like, okay, I didn't really make like a character template because like some of them were like in the same like, I guess, position or like stance or whatever. It was like front facing, relatively the same size, and I'm not sure if that like breaks any rules or anything, because like I think I like read a rule somewhere where it was like, oh yeah, like something like that is not allowed. So I was like worried. I was like, wait, what if I get like in trouble for like doing art like this? So I was worried for a while, but no, it was completely fine. But you know what? Oh no. Oh wait, do I have it open? Oh yeah, I do. You know what? I want to talk about them for a little bit. Yeah. Well, I mean, so far it's fine because I haven't been reached out by any mods or whatever. But let me see if I could put up a sprite. Huh. Guess not. Give me 1 second. I do want to pull up a sprite for a little bit. Window capture. A sprite. Here we go. Alright, so like I said, I did like manage to do 8 attacks. Originally there was gonna be 7, but when I learned that there was like what do you call it? An extended deadline, I was like, oh shit, you know what? Let me add one more. So I ended up doing 8. This one was my first one. This one was for bugs. I think they're still there. This one's for Suki, one of my mods. This one's for Pigeon. Also another mutual. This one was for an IRL friend who also coerced me into doing art fight. So yeah, this is one of their OCs. This is Mian's. Then this was another IRL friend's OC. Another mutual. And then another mutual. So yeah, I was pretty happy with how they turned out. So yeah, That was that. I do definitely want to like delve more into like more different pixel art styles, but for now I think I deserve a rest because like hold on, what day is it? Yeah, no, I started like drawing them on like literally like last Saturday, like on the 27th. So I was like blitzing through it because like I thought I didn't have that much time left because I forgot that there's 31 days in July, not 30. So I was like thinking, I was like, oh shit, I only got like up until the 30th. I gotta like blitz through these. So like first day, like I finished like one or two. Then like the um, second day I finished like four of them. But it was like in the middle of the night. Like I was drawing up until like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I was just like tired by the time I was done. So yeah, I like to think I popped off. I will say, pixel art is definitely one of those like trust the process kind of art because like I was drawing and I was like, oh my god, this shit looks so ass. But then like when I actually like spent time like, you know, fixing up like the pixels or whatever and like fixing the sizes, I was like, you know what, it doesn't look that bad. So it's definitely a trust the process kind of thing. Nice mole, thank you. Remember guys, I have facial features. I got 2 moles. Okay, fun fact guys, the only reason I put so many like 2 moles on my face, IRL me, I actually have 3 moles. There's supposed to be like a third mole over here, but I was like, ah shit, it's too late to add another mole. So yeah, the same thing on the left side of my face. Holy moly, yeah. So yeah, on the left side of my face, I actually have like 3 moles in like this spot right here, but I keep forgetting I have moles there because it's covered in my beard. Love yourself, love your moles, exactly. They're beauty marks, people. But yeah, oh yeah, and then I know I keep saying this, but like fun fact, I actually have a lip scar at the same spot on my face. It's not from like an injury. Well, actually, wait, no, it was from an injury. But you know what? Here we go again. I'm gonna remind everybody the lore of my lip scar, and it's IRL lore because little old me likes to run everywhere, and I got that lip scar from running into a corner of a table. It's not like a cut or anything. I just ran into a table really fast. Does your beard cover up your lip scar? It does, in a way, yeah. Like, if I look in the mirror, yeah, no, it does cover it up, but, like, if I, like, trim my mustache or whatever, yeah, you'll definitely see it. It's like it's a pretty deep scar. But I gotta remember, it's not, like, that vertical, it's more horizontal, it's more like that. But, you know, for the sake of character design, we gotta make it look like an injury. So yeah, I know it's a bit of a, like, what do you call it? I know one person kind of like made this mistake. I like obviously like told them about it. It's like, oh yeah, like no, do not draw this kind of lip scar where it goes to my bottom lip too. It only applies to my upper lip. So yeah, keep that in mind, peeps. I got a lip scar and 2 moles. I don't know, because like, I guess I had in mind because I was like, oh, okay, well, since when, like, you know, the face, or like the eyes is like one of the main features of the face, right? You know, I gotta add more pizzazz to the face, so I added the moles and the lip scar. So yeah, I guess I think we're done the line art actually. Swag! I guess we're gonna color. Okay, I actually want to try a different type of coloring. I want to try using a, what do you call it? Is this the right pen? No, it's not. I want to try using like a paintbrush texture. We're going with the fun part, y'all. We're coloring now. I'm just trying to remember which brush. Oh yeah, it was this one. I actually kind of want to try this one. Actually, wait, no, never mind. That's a bit, no, never mind. We're just gonna go with the cheap one. We're just gonna ignore what I said. Oh, hold on. Really quick, I am gonna go to the bathroom, so I'll be back in just a second. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, gang, I'm back. Alright, oh my god, you got job hunting. Oh my goodness, good. Best of luck on your job hunting. Thank you for the welcome back. Ah, yes. Jobs. But yeah, shit, what were we talking about? I honestly forgot. Whoopsies. Oh, right, we're coloring. Yeah, no, we're just gonna go with the regular. So yeah. Alright, so we're gonna keep the same color scheme, gray and white. Although I do want to try out something. I want to try having like a gradient. Oh, fuck. Damn it, I forgot one thing. I forgot about the... Where is it? I forgot about the polo. I knew I was forgetting something. Where is it? Here it is. Let's put it above here. To re-register for classes this fall. Wasn't planning to do, but stuff got complicated, so now I need to. Ooh, best of luck. Best of luck in your classes. I salute thee. Become that academic weapon. Polo. Damn. We all have to adult everyone. That kind of sucks. Actually, wait. Let me just hide the rash guard layer entirely. Where's the rash guard? Shit. Alright. I think I'll just make this hella more transparent. Just barely see it. Such easy filler classes, weight training, and meditation class. Damn. I know I need meditation. Because I technically have one class left, but it's only available in spring, so next year. Ooh, I see, I see. Very interesting. Yeah, it sounds like very good classes for your health. I know for damn sure I need something like that. Oh man, meditation classes, that's new. I've never heard of that. Now I'm just thinking about that Vine where it's that yoga class and that person's like dressed up in like the Grinch outfit. They're like, just inhale and then let it all out, and then the person in the Grinch costume just fucking screams. You know, an academic break since last year? Yeah, I heard about that. Technically a relaxation course, but the same difference. Yeah. Yeah, guys, fun fact, I'm still in my classes. I am getting through them, though. Don't worry, I am getting through them. Because I've had both instructors from both courses. Ooh, nice, okay. So I'm guessing they're already, like, familiar with you and whatnot. They're like, ah, it's you again. Okay, obviously they probably wouldn't say something like that, hopefully. Yeah, that's interesting. Teachers having reoccurring teachers, that's pretty neat. Got this? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm wishing the best of luck for everybody because everyone's got to do some adult shit right now. We all adulting. Weight training I had last term before my mental break. Instructor for the medication meditation class was my dance fitness instructor. Ooh, nice. Nice. Very nice. I've never had dance classes before. I would hope she would remember me because I was the only guy in that class. Oof. That's funny. I remember my high school had dance classes. I think. I'm pretty sure they had dance classes. It was part of the drama department. Your boy was not a drama kid back in high school. Your boy was a, what do you call it? Engineering club kid. It was like an intense non-stop Zumba. Ooh, that sounds pretty fun. I know my mom does Zumba, so that's pretty interesting. Acer in STEM, yeah. Hey guys, fun fact: if I didn't become an, if I didn't start working, become an office worker, your boy would actually be in the fucking like engineering department or something, or in the military. There was actually a time where I considered just like getting a career. Okay, because like okay, obviously I gotta explain. So, back when I was in high school, we have like career classes, right? And there was like this quiz that we would take, and it would basically be like a career compass. And like I answered the questions, and they're like, "Oh, you'd be great as like an aircraft technician." I was like, "Oh, okay. How do I become one?" And they're like, "All right, step 1, join the military." I'm like, "Oh shit, all right." Is the STEM you'd find VTubing eventually? Yeah. Yeah, no, I would have worked towards becoming an aircraft mechanic. Although that option is still there if office work does not work out for me. You still have drama and engineering. No. Okay, you know what? I remember I had like some people decided to have beef with me in engineering class in my senior year because I guess like dude, I guess when you have a banger project, not to toot my own horn or anything, but like I guess when you have like a pretty cool project, I guess some people will just start like being like assholes to you or something. Cause like I remember like this one person that was like a friend of a friend in the group I used to hang out with in high school, and like what do you call it? Like they would just be like, what do you call it? Trying to like downplay like my work or whatever. Like, oh no, you should have done this. Oh, you should have done that. It's like, dude, this is not your project. This is my project. Like, go do your own project. And like, I know they tried doing something, but then like the teacher just flat out like denied their request for like this project because like, again, they always tried one-upping me. I know that for sure. They tried one-upping me every time, and it's like, dude, shut up. And like I started like low-key like hating that guy too. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure I still hate him. Like I know that's not nice to say, but it's like, okay, if you saw this dude, you'd probably understand. And like, you know, I don't want to get deeper into that. Sounds like a climber with a stick up their bum? Yeah. Like, oh, I'll just say this much. They're a bootlicker. For the worst kind of people you can imagine. I'll just leave that at that. They're a bootlicker. Sometimes it's good to be mean, especially to those, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously I wasn't, like, outright mean to them. I was just like, oh, okay, dude. Like, alright, man, you do you. And then, like, there was this one time where I was like, okay, well, if you know what you're doing, why don't you help me or whatever, right? And he tried helping for like 5 minutes, and then he immediately gave up. So I'm like, he's like, okay, I can't do this, man. Like, good luck, man. I was like, okay, man. All right, you go on ahead then. Cause like one thing to know, I'm not sure if I should share the video or not, cause I know I have the video on my computer where it was like showing my project, but I have my face censored. Which means he wasn't doing any work. Yeah. But yeah, like my project, I actually like put blood, sweat, and tears into that project. It was like if I didn't like go overtime into that, like staying after school, or like yeah, staying at like the club meetings or whatever for the engineering club, I probably wouldn't have finished it. So I actually just finished it in like the nick of time. Like on the final day, it was like, okay, this is the final works, this is the final version of it, and it worked. Don't show it? Yeah. I know I shared it to like some friends in private, but yeah. It's a project I'm still proud of to this day. Cause like, okay, I could no, I said could go into engineering, but I don't want to, because like I heard some friends who went into it and they're like, yeah, don't go into engineering unless you want to like unalive yourself, you know? So it's like, oh shit, alright. So yeah. That's that. Alright, we're done the polo. Now we can get into coloring. Take pride in your work anyway and anywhere. Yeah. Still proud of it. I think I still have like bits and pieces of it like in my room, but like it's obviously been like disassembled because it was like a really chunky project. Because okay, you know what? I'm gonna describe it anyway. But hold on. So it was my senior project, and it was basically like I had to come up with something and then tell my engineering teacher, and like I told what I was gonna do, and it was gonna be a arm-mounted retractable shield. An arm-mounted retractable shield. And boy was that something. And he was like, oh shit, like, alright man, you do that. Cause like I've been in his class before, and like he knows that I could like do something like that, because in previous years when I was in engineering or robotics class, I made a laser gate, although it didn't really work that well. Our boy out here being Tony Stank, yeah. I mean, shoot. You know what? Okay, that kind of reminds me about the dude who like I didn't really like. He would, oh, what do you call it? Like some of my friends in that friend group, they would call me like Tony Stark or whatever, but then like that friend who would try one up, and he was like, no, I'm that dude or whatever. It's like, dude, all right, okay. But like, yeah, no, I was told that it's like, hey, yo, you out here being Tony Stark. But yeah, so how my project went, right, was that how it worked is that I didn't really have any fancy pieces. It was literally made from, here's the pieces that I used for it. I used plywood that was cut in a laser cutter and an old power drill. Just those two things, and like, you know, some like metallic like objects and some tape and some glue. But like those were like the two main things. It was just wood and an old power drill. So how it worked was that like I would take apart the hand drill, and yeah, like I cut off the handle, and like it, like I would hold it like as is, right? And then there would be like a piece of like, there was like a block that would be resting on my forearm that would like hold the power drill like motor itself. So then it was like mounted on my arm. And then this is where the hard part came in. The retractable shield part, it was a circular shield. I guess to put into perspective on how it somewhat looked, the umbrella shield from Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and the Percy Jackson, the movie one, that shield that Percy had, the one that like can retract or whatever. It was kind of like that. It was like a circular design. Here, you know what? I could actually just draw it. Hold up. It was like this, right? And how it would work, right, is that the pieces would actually be in like a pizza slice-like design or whatever, right? And there would be like these notches to where they would like catch each other, right? So when I press the button for the power drill, it would take the leading piece, so this would be the leading piece, and it would have like the notch, and it would retract that way, and it would catch the other plates in those notches, and then it would eventually just fold back into like a singular piece like that on my arm. And then obviously like there was like the the block where it held the motor, and then like my arm over there. That's a horrible drawing of it. But that's how the project went, and it took me a whole like semester and then some to finish it. Like I believe I started it in September and I finished it at the end of the semester in February. So I worked on it for a whole whopping like 3-4 months straight. And that's definitely probably one of my proudest works to this day. So yeah, that's some IRL lore about me. Hold on 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, but yeah, that's something in my senior year that I'm still somewhat proud of. Well, actually not somewhat proud of. That's something I am proud of. And it's like, you know what? Maybe I could just revisit that one day. Or like, I said I always wanted to go back into cosplaying, so that could be like, you know, that could be my sign to go back into cosplaying at some point. Alright, we're gonna work on the shorts first. I'm gonna actually, instead of having like the coloring on separate folder, or in one separate folder, I'm gonna just pair these things together. Shorts, color. Alright, so the first idea that I have for the shorts is the gray color scheme and the green. So, but as a gradient. Next thing you know, our boy makes an Iron Man suit or the engineer suit from Dead Space. Dude, I would honestly love to do that. Okay, I know I said I should stop talking about this, dude, but I know because we had capstone presentations for our senior year too, right? And the retractable shield was my capstone project. And like obviously like I bullshitted it. They were like, "Oh, like what does this have to do with like, you know, your capstone or whatever? Like do you plan on like being an engineer or something? What do you call it? When you're in post-secondary?" I was like, yeah, no, definitely. I never became an engineer, but I know, what do you call it? After that one friend heard about that, he was like, "Oh, I gotta like one up that." This dude, he wanted to make an exoskeleton for his like capstone within like 2 months. Like, come on, dude. He never finished it. It was only like a theoretical project. Like there was nothing to show for it. It was all just like talk or whatever. But like mine, you like, again, not to my own horn or whatever, but like I actually had something physical for it. So yeah, there's just, yeah, that guy, he was something. I'm just trying to get the perfect gradient. Yeah, but the nerve on that dude sometimes. 2 months would barely complete an entire exosuit system at all. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know what this dude was like on. Like, you have to be like, be real, man. Yeah. That guy was full of shit. Anyway. But hey, okay. I know this is like very ambitious to talk about, but like I said, like how I wanted to go back to cosplaying. I'd love to cosplay the powered armor from Starship Troopers, like the ones from the animated movie, and now like the ones that's seen in that one RTS game for Starship Troopers. Not gonna lie, do them palm treats on them shorts, dude. I don't know how to do palm treats. I honestly would, but oh my god. Again, I'm trying to like, maybe I might do it. We'll see. We'll see how it looks when I'm done. Although it could fit. Get that Hawaiian pattern. Oh my god. Hawaiian pattern. Or edgy tiger stripes. Shit, no, even better. Just like thinly printed Gundam heads or something. I don't know. No, I'm just trying to go with something that looks close, like very close to the OG outfit. So it would be funny, but maybe next time. I am digging this gradient thing though. Oops, shit. But yeah, that's one cosplay idea that I had. The powered armored troopers from Starship Troopers. Either that or the Mark IV Mjolnir suit from Halo. Those are like the two that I would love to do. But, you know, that's probably like not gonna be like probably several years from now. If I'm being realistic with myself. My hands. I gotta rest my hands for a second. Wrong program. Alright, back to it. Trying to think what else to talk about. Oh yeah, on the plane. Get this. The music I was mainly listening to while I was on the plane. Y'all want to take one wild guess what I was listening to on the plane? I'll give you a hint. It's a game I've been playing a lot recently. If you've seen my Discord status. Starts with an A. Actually, no, I'm just gonna say it. I've been, while on the plane ride for my Mexico trip, I was listening to a lot of fucking Ace Combat. Just the whole soundtrack. Shit's a banger. And that got me thinking, because I had this in the plans for a while now. There is a little bit of something special on the horizon. It has to fit the theme of piloting. But, what do you call it? I do want to stream Ace Combat, but what's so different about it is that, what do you call it? I've never finished the game on Ace difficulty, let alone even get to that difficulty level. I've really only played on normal difficulty. And on top of that, I want to try playing it with a flight stick. Because I have a flight stick in, like, the box. I had it for Flight Simulator. And, like, I haven't touched it since. So, it would be a pretty interesting thing to stream, to be honest. Like, if I just stream Ace Combat, but I'm playing it on the highest difficulty with a flight stick. So, hey, you know, live up to my nickname, Ace. Am I really an ace? Or am I a fraud? In VR? Okay, now the thing is, right, how do I set it up for VR? Like, I want to, but I actually have that in mind for Project Wingman, actually. Because I know that one, it says it supports VR. But I looked on the Steam page for Ace Combat, and it says it doesn't support VR. Although I do know that it has, like, a VR. Oh, my hands. AC's VR is exclusive to the PlayStation. Ah, that sucks because I don't have a PlayStation. You know what? I want to listen to the Ace Combat soundtrack. Where is it? I love that soundtrack. I have it at a low volume though, just in case if I get copyrighted for it. Just adjust the volume really quick. But yeah, no, I was listening to a lot of the Ace Combat soundtrack while I was on the plane ride. But yeah, that's an idea that I have. Now, my only issue is that I don't have Ace difficulty unlocked yet. So that's why I've been playing a lot of Ace Combat recently, just so I could, like, get that, but then also just do some achievement hunting. So it reminds me how AC5 soundtrack was partially used in Japan's Olympics. Yeah, I heard about that. Shit's crazy. Actually, you know what? I want to skip this one. Yeah. Alright, we got the shorts. Kind of. Oh, actually, hold on. I have an idea for the Wii Pockets. Still keeping that green highlights in some areas. Sorry if I go really quiet, I'm just super focused now. Alright. And we got the shorts. Wait, no, not yet. Hold on, I'm missing one thing. How do I draw a knot? Hold on, I gotta look how to draw a knot. Shorts. How do I draw that? Okay, you know what, let's just freehand it, I guess. Is that how you draw one? Oh my god, that's kind of... Wait, let me try that again. But with the, pen one. Let me lower the volume for this one, just in case this part gets cut out. Alright. No, that's not good. Hold up. I gotta make the loop smaller. There we go. You know what? That's close enough. Alright, so that's the shorts done. We got the shorts. Oh, got a long way to go. Let's just close that reference. Alright, now what were we on? Finished the shorts. Now on to the rash guard. The shirt. Or not the shirt, the... yeah. Rash guard. Rash guard. Always name your layers, everybody. Actually, you know, I gotta change the background a little bit, just to a color where I could see the differences, or see if I colored things in correctly. Oh, wait, no, that's... oh, fuck it, light blue. Let's do this. That's gonna be basically the rash guard. It's just gonna be gray, white, and then some green. Nothing too fancy there. Oh wait, I could actually remove this. Hold up. There we go. Wait, what the hell? Oh, shit, I was coloring in the wrong layer. Oh, I forgot. Silly me. Okay. Still have that problem, just coloring on the wrong layer. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna be the main color scheme. Just gray, white, and green, as per our usual color scheme. What's this? Yeah, just let me know if the music's a little too loud, or like you can hear it, but like I don't want it to be too loud, just in case. It's fine? Alright. Charge yourself. I actually like that one in the soundtrack. You know what? Sometimes I really wish I just experienced that game for the first time again. Because it was definitely something when I first played it. Turn off my lamp. Yeah, Ace Combat. That's like one of my comfort games, to be honest. Which is why I want to stream it. Like, oh, here's the reason why I want to stream it. It's because like, I know one of my friends, they want to see me play it or whatever. But it's because it's like, okay, it's probably one of those games where it's like not everyone can play it. But it's like definitely one of those games where it's like, oh, like it would be like cool to show people, you know? So that's why like I want to stream it, you know, to show people who've never played it like what's in there or whatever without having to play. Because I know for damn sure, like, what do you call it? it the game would definitely give some people motion sickness. Plus, you know, I'm pretty sure it would be an interesting watch to, you know, a game that I've played for a while, play on the hardest difficulty with a controller that I'm not that familiar with. So, you know, it'd be a pretty interesting challenge. Plus, the soundtrack's so good. Like, if you hear it, it's so good. I love the soundtrack. Like, it's probably one of my most favorite soundtracks. Or, yeah, game soundtracks. It elevates the game so much. Exactly. Like, dude, like, when it times, like, yeah, when it syncs with, like, your game at that one level, I have a feeling you know which one I'm talking about. But when it syncs up with that one part, ooh, it's so good. Chef's kiss. It's so good. Of course, hell yeah, my dude. I'm shaking your hand right now. It's so good. Yup, yup. When you set yourself up for a dive, yup. You know, I just want to skip it to my favorite soundtracks. But yeah, like this soundtrack, I was listening to it while I was on the plane, and you know what? It fit the vibe. But like, you know what? In the whole soundtrack, I'm pretty sure like my most favorite ones, it's got to be Soul Squadron or Alicorn, dude. Like, it just tickles the brain. We're gonna be playing those in a little bit too. So if anyone listening and they're just completely lost to what I'm talking about, you'll hear it in a while. I know. Sometimes, now that I think about it, sometimes the dialogue in the game is so cheesy. But you know what? That what makes it good. Like, if you know it's, like, cheesy, it's good. Oh, my hand. I gotta rest my hand for a second. We live for that cheese, exactly. This is looking good, pretty good so far. I'm liking my progress. I'm honestly surprised with how much I'm liking it, despite not drawing for so long. I like figured since when I haven't drawn so long, I was thinking it was gonna look ass, but you know what? I like to think I'm doing pretty good. It's so stupidly sincere, you can't help but feel for it. Exactly. I mean, it's like, hey, you know, I think it's like a good thing that it's like cheesy, because like it's cheesy to the point where it's like you remember it, and I think that like that that's like a W for it, because like, you know, if you remember it, then that's a good thing. That means the people who wrote that dialogue definitely knew how to catch your attention. In my book. Ooh. Oh, my hand! Oh, but what do you call it? Kind of back on like the idea of streaming Ace Combat. Since when, like, you know, I've played the game a dozen times, like, you know, I'm not gonna hide that, like, I've played the game dozens of times. It's just like, you know, I'm playing on the highest difficulty, so it's like, of course I gotta know what's happening in the mission or whatever. But here's like a cool thing that like I was thinking. Each mission, I try to fly a different fighter jet, with the only exception being the F-22 Raptor, because, you know, poster boy, you know, gotta fly the one that's on the poster, you know. But yeah, no, like I kid you not, I have a Google Doc somewhere towards like a list of all of the fighter jets that I will be flying for each mission. Like I actually like noted them down and then like tried them out in the mission. It's like, okay, is this plane actually good for that mission? And it's like only F-16 run. Oof. Oh jeez. Okay, some people might hate me for this, but no lie, I'm not really much of a fan of the F-16. I'm more of a, what do you call it? I like the F-15 better. F2 being the only alternate? Oh my god, no. Yeah, like, oh. Yeah. Like, I know, like, some missions where there's, like, the in-game cinematic, like, you gotta look good for it. So I remember, like, specifically, like, choosing specific aircraft for the certain missions that have the specific cutscenes. This version of the F-16 wasn't that great? Yeah, like, I don't know, it just... And, like, you know, it was, like, the starter fighter jet, too, so it's, like, you know... In my opinion, it wasn't that great compared to everything else. Hornet finally would be another good one to run, yeah. But yeah, no, like I said, each mission's gonna have a different fighter jet. Because I'm actually close to unlocking all the aircrafts in the game since I've been playing it. Alright. Where are we at on the soundtrack? Oh! Next one's a banger. Next one in the soundtrack is actually my favorite one. I'm gonna avoid talking about spoilers, but yeah, I like this one, like this track and the one, like when it kicked in, like when I heard it for the first time, I was like, dang, all right, they cooked with this one. All right, that is the rash guard done. All right, here's what we got so far, y'all. How was? Oh man, I remember when I finished, like, the soundtrack that's playing right now, the mission that went with it. When I finished it for the first time, I remember I was like, Damn. If you know, you know. But don't say anything, just in case. Looking good, thank you. Gonna catch that gnarly wave? Yeah, dude. I was like thinking like, I guess like the theme for this outfit is like, I guess like maybe surfer. Maybe. That was the original idea for it. Just go surfer. But here's the thing, I've never gone surfing. This is like, this is what I would just wear. Like if I were to go swimming. Like I always wear like a rash guard and like swimming shorts, that's it. I would usually not wear a polo, but like, you know, to fit in like the fit in the references, I gotta include that coat, you know. Oh shit, wait, hold on. I almost forgot something. Wait, oh. You can label this. Shorts. That's the shorts, right? Yeah, it is. I need to add a little bit more detail. But yeah, surfing seems fun, but personally, I probably wouldn't do it. Because I can't see without my glasses. And I have a feeling I would lose my glasses if I went surfing with them. Unless I got, like, prescription goggles. Which I probably wouldn't buy, to be honest. Because it's like, okay, I'm using them only for that one occasion. Alright, now for this one, we're gonna do something a bit more interesting too. So fitting in with that gradient theme, because I want the polo matching with the shorts. We're gonna continue with the white, but instead of a gray and green, we're gonna do a white and gray. Now I just gotta know, okay, no, other way. Just gotta get that sweet spot for the gradient. What if I just... Oh, no, that's not good. Alright, I think we got the nice gradient. I gotta redo that again. Okay. Now, Actually, you know what? Let me just use the eraser tool. Time's it? Oh, dang, it's almost 9 o'clock already. We've been drawing for a good 2 hours. Again, sorry if I go quiet, I'm just focusing. Ah, fingers. Alright, we're almost done the shirt. Oh, my hand's starting to hurt though. Right now, I'm just gonna do some fixing with the others. The other colors included. Ooh, thank you for the save redeem. I will do that. I have not saved since we started. Thank you for that. Don't forget to do some hand stretching. Yeah, I should probably do that in just a second. Okay, hand stretching. Let's do some hand stretching, y'all. Outstretch your hands, open and close them. Now just bend every individual finger, or bend every finger individually. Open and then clench your fists. Rotate your wrists. Wrist. Give them a good shake. Open and close them again. Oof. Oh yeah, there's definitely some stuff I still gotta erase. I will say I probably definitely should polish up my line art, but oh well. I'm learning. I think line art is like the one thing I'm bad at doing. But hey, you know, I'm learning. You know what, while we're at that, I'm gonna stand up and stretch for a little bit. Okay. Oh, that was nice. I cracked my hips. That felt nice. Alright, back to it. I'm gonna drink some water too while I'm at it, actually. What the fuck? What am I? Oh. Alright. Polo's done. Oh, hold on. Not the office ringtone. Yeah, sorry guys. I actually have a landline phone in my room, and that was my mom, who just came back home from work, because she doesn't bring keys with her, so she had to buzz her up. So yeah, I keep a landline in my room. Oh, also because that's how we get our packages too. The package dude would buzz her. I'll be like, all right, I'll be down in just a second, and then I gotta go run downstairs to get the package. Oh, wait, shit, wrong layer. I did not mean to do that. I forgot to make a new layer. That's why the lines were disappearing just then. Oh shit, I forgot to color I forgot to color the legs, damn it. Oops. I'll get to that later. Transparent legs, yeah, guys. Guys, it turns out I died on my trip. I'm a ghost. I don't know what that voice was just then. Ignore that. Actually, wait a minute. I should probably fucking delete these lines. I don't know why I was like marking where the joints are. Shit, that pinky looks a little bit fat. Let me just trim that down a little bit, actually. Okay, why the fuck did it do that? As you guys can tell, I really like being precise with my details. You know, that's the thing I like about doing pixel art. Instead of having to like draw it out right here, you can just work with the individual squares. And I much prefer that at times. Oh, this soundtrack. Oh, dude, I love the one that comes up after this one. You know what? For the sake of that one, I'm gonna skip to that one. This one right here, dude, this one's so good. Hold up, I gotta turn it up. Like, this is that one soundtrack, like, one of the soundtracks I talk about that's like, oh, you gotta have, like, a good looking plane for when this one plays. Oh shit, wrong layer. Let me just turn this shit up real quick. This shit might jam. Yeah, that part specifically at the start, that was like the best part. But, oh dude, I love the Ace Combat soundtrack. I know I keep saying it, but damn. Oh shit, wrong layer. God damn it. Wrong layer again. Shit. I gotta fix the rash guard really quick. Okay. What's the soundtrack now? Oh, it's this one. Alright. time for one of the important features, the lip scar. Just gotta get the color. No, it's too thick. I just... There we go. Okay. We're getting oh wait, no, there's still keep forgetting about the legs. I was like, alright, gang, we're getting close to the end. I'm probably gonna do the rendering later. Get in there, hell yeah. I actually want to see if I can get this done in like one stream. I actually do want to make a little bit of like a low quality background though. Alright, time for the... Oops, shit, did not mean to do that. Time for the visor. Hell? Why isn't this deleting? Oh, wait, it's part of... Okay, it's part of that layer. Alright. That's the visor. Although, actually, I do want to change a little bit. Change it a little. Let's actually change the outer part right here to gray. Oh, shit. Wrong layer. Oops. Alright, that's it for the visor. Now for the hair. Love me some magic spear? Hell yeah. I absolutely hate the mission though. Getting S rank on that mission, I hated it. I love the theme, but God, I hated the mission. I'm just suddenly remember that one meme. It's like, shut the fuck up. I'm listening to Magic Spear. And it's like the guy in the car. That meme. Alright. Oh. Alright, that's the head done. Now time to go down to the legs again. Oh, I just gotta rest my hands for a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. My hands! Oh, this one I also like too. It's just a banger after every banger. Or, yeah, banger after banger. Yeah, we're just gonna leave the stompers as is. We're not gonna put any more detail to that, man. Well, we might, but like not that much. I might just put a couple of lines so you at least know where the toes are. Oh, my hands, my poor hands. My hands are actually starting to hurt quite a bit. Ugh. All right, there. That's the only detail we'll get. All right. Okay, we're done. I'm not sure if we're gonna do some rendering. I really don't know how to do rendering. I'm gonna be real with y'all. So you know what? We're gonna do backgrounds. Alright. Alright, gang. This is what we... Oh, shit. This is what we started with. This is what we ended with. Hell yeah. Alright. Time to work on the background. We're gonna do a bit of fancy background. Alright, how are we gonna do this? Let me just organize my folders a little bit more. Just know I don't really know how to do background, so this might look a bit wonky. Where's my... Where's the... Oh, here it is. Oh, here we go. Is that the correct sand? No, that does not look like sand. Okay, you know what? That's close enough. That's close enough to sand. Fuck, I think I have to do some rendering anyway. Ah, shit. I don't know how to do rendering. Oh well. I guess today is the day I learn. Is that for water? No, that's too dark. There we go. How does this look? Actually, you know what? That doesn't look that bad. I like to think that doesn't look that bad. Okay, let's see. What track is playing? Oh, I love this one. This one's short, but this one's so good. Let me just turn this one up. You know what? I'm pretty happy with how this background's going. What do you guys think? I'm liking it. Wrong layer again. Shit. Okay, I think that's good for the background. It's simple enough, but it gets the idea down. Yeah, I really don't know how to render. I think I'm just gonna do some like basic shadow or something. this look. Okay, I need to turn down on the size. Ooh, this one. Hold up, I gotta turn it up for this one. I love this one. Soul Squadron's probably like my top favorite Ace Combat soundtrack. All right. I think we're good here. I think we are. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me just. No. Nah. No knee renders. Oh, oh my goodness. I actually didn't think I would actually get this done today. Well, shit. I guess that's it. I don't know. You know what? I want to play like the rest of the bangers on this playlist, I guess. Hold on. Just want to play like the other good soundtracks on here. Alright, well, I guess it looks like we're done, I guess, but I guess we're gonna like do some touch up in some places. I guess while we just listen to the rest of my favorite Ace Combat soundtracks on here. Let's see. What else can we do here? Honestly, that's about it. Hold up. Let me see how it looks without the... Where is... Oh, here it is. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, here's version 1 without the polo, and then here's the one with the polo. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I like to think I've definitely made improvements with how I drawn back then. So let me just save these. Save as. Well, that marks the end of that. Close. Cannot save. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. There's definitely some improvements, but I really don't have the technique for it. Maybe down the line I might revisit this actually. I guess, yeah, you know what? While we're here, actually, what, Barry, you've seen the spray, right? Actually, I just want to show these again really quick. No, wait, never mind. Ah, oh well, they're on the server anyway. But yeah, you know what? We are done here. Yeah, you know what? Let's just end it off on this one. I don't feel like stalling anymore. So yeah, I guess that marks the end of this stream. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Yeah, I definitely want to try streaming more. What? I have no idea. I honestly was tempted of doing the Project Zomboid mall challenge again, but we'll have to see if I could find a day for that. But yeah, thank you for the stream and have a good one. Yeah, you too. And so yeah, thank you everyone who came into chat. Thank you to the lurkers, and thank you to anyone who was watching the VOD. So yeah, I am, I guess, somewhat out of my tummy ache hell, so I could be streaming more or just be a little bit more active in some places. I am out of my art block, so I'm probably going to be spending that time just drawing while the art block isn't there. Let's see. So yeah, there's nothing really planned yet, aside from, like I said, I do want to stream Ace Combat maybe sometime in September, just so like I have like a couple of stuff done by then. You know, definitely something that definitely doesn't have to do with a PNG, a new PNG. But yeah, it'll take some preparation to even have the stream happen. Yeah, we're just gonna let this soundtrack play out. Let's see. So yeah, we finished drawing this. Um, yeah. So again, just keep an eye out on the Twitter or Discord server. Either or, I'll probably announce on both. Um, and I guess yeah, I'll just head out here, but I'll keep the song playing until the song's finished. So, with that, again, thank you everyone for hanging out, and I will see you in the next stream. Peace out, y'all.